Today, I want to talk about women who are over 40 and just not seeing results. Okay. Like you're working out, you're showing up every day, you're consistent, you're working so hard, you're so disciplined, you're eating right, but either the scale isn't moving or your body fat isn't coming off, your shape is not changing, and you're frustrated. Like it's frustrating when you're trying to work that hard and nothing is happening. I want to tell you this: there's not anything wrong with you. You're not broken. It's not because you lack discipline. It's not because you need to work harder. You're not lazy. But the problem oftentimes is that you're running a 25-year-old playbook on a 45-year-old body. And then there's actually a second problem that nobody talks about. I mean, they really don't talk about this. Here is what most people don't realize. The fitness industry was originally built for men by men. The research, the programs, the textbooks coming up in exercise physiology, even when I was in school just 15, 20 years ago, most of it was done on male athletes in their 20s and 30s. And then that template gets handed down to every trainer in every gym in America. So when a woman in her 40s walks in and says, I want to lose weight, I want to feel strong, I want my energy back, what does she get? She gets a program designed for a 25-year-old male. Heavy cardio, aggressive caloric deficit, high volume, push, push, push. And then when it doesn't work, the advice is always the same: eat less, do more, and push harder. Let me tell you what's actually happening in a woman's body over 40. Estrogen starts shifting. That changes how you store fat. It changes how you recover from training. And it changes how your nervous system handles stress. Progesterone drops. That affects your sleep, your mood, and your ability to recover between sessions. You start losing muscle mass faster, about 1% per year if you're not actively working to keep it. So your insulin sensitivity changes, your cortisol response changes. Now let's compare that to a 40-year-old man. He's still got testosterone driving protein synthesis, which means more muscle. His recovery windows are shorter. He can run a calorie deficit harder and longer without his hormones revolting. He can do excessive cardio and his body shrugs. A woman doing the same thing, she loses muscle, her thyroid slows down, her cortisol stays elevated, her body holds on to fat, especially around the midsection, because biologically her body thinks she's under threat. This is why so many women that I run into tell me, Kel, I'm eating less than I ever have, and I'm still gaining weight. You're not crazy. Your body is actually doing what it was designed to do under that kind of stress. So then let's think, what does a woman over 40 actually need? Number one, heavy strength training. Not the little pink dumbbells, not 30 reps of anything, real load, okay? I'm talking real lifting, squats, deadlifts, presses, rows. Muscle is the most metabolically active tissue in the body. And after 40, it's the single most important thing you can build. Now, I get a lot of women that will say, well, Kel, I can't lift those heavy things because I don't know what I'm doing. I hear you. So that is why it is important before you start lifting heavy things. If you are a person that has just done cardio over and over, you're working so hard, you're just doing cardio, it's very important that you get into strength training, but you've got to do it the right way. The last thing we need is you going out there lifting heavy things and not doing it properly, and tweaking your lower back, injuring a knee, tearing a hamstring, hurting yourself somehow. So you can start with light weights to get the form down. But once you have that form down, once you're comfortable, you've got to lift heavier. And I don't mean heavy ballistic movements. I mean, I want you doing heavy weights where you actually feel like you feel it, that I cannot tell you how many times I've had a woman tell me, wow, Kel, that lifting heavy, wow, that totally changes the game. I mean, that's the truth. It does. Once you start lifting heavy, I mean, it's a whole different game. I mean, you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. It's just different. Number two is protein. Most women that I work with, when they first come to me, they're eating at most, usually about half of what they should be eating. You need roughly about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. Not your body weight right now, but your goal body weight. And that's non-negotiable. Number three, strategic cardio. I'm not talking punishment cardio. There's a real difference. Not a 60-minute Stairmaster, not an hour spin class 5 days a week. That is a cortisol bath. Number four, and this is one that people often forget, is recovery. I'm talking sleep, stress management, nervous system care. This is not optional anymore after 40. At 25, you could get away with 5 hours of sleep. At 45, it will absolutely steal your results. The bottom line is this. You cannot train like a man and expect a woman's body to thank you for it. And you can't keep using the same playbook that you used when you were 25 and then wonder why your body isn't responding. It's not that what you're doing is hard enough. It's that what you're doing isn't right for the body that you have now at a little bit older age. Now, I am the first person that will say age is just a number and you're going to be the age that you think you are. I often tell people, I still think I'm 19. Okay. Um, we have a high fence in our backyard and I am the only one that can climb over that fence, but actually get back over after I climbed over because the fence might be here. Like there's a way to climb up the fence when you go over it, but when you come back on the other side, there's nothing to step on. It's just a boards straight down like this. And I'm telling you, it's up here, like the boards are high. I mean, it's like, I don't know, like a 6-foot fence, I guess. And I am the only one in my family or of any of my boys' friends. I have a 14-year-old, and none of those 14-year-old boys can get back over. I can't. And I'm telling you, if I were training the way that I did when I was in my 20s, I would not be able to get over that fence. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I would be doing an intense program, a couple workouts a day, sometimes 2 a days. I'd be doing like something intense that is not for my age now, 49, and I'd be full of cortisol. I'd be exhausted. There's no way I could get over that fence. But because I'm telling you, this is so hard for women who have been competitive their whole lives, like myself. I've been an athlete my whole life. Okay. Very competitive. Here's what you have to realize. In order to be at that level, I mean, not just to be, I mean, I'm talking to women, they just want to get results. They want to feel good. You got to train for where your body is now. Okay. What's going to benefit it now? More isn't better. Better is better. Meaning, you can't just expect to go hard and put in all this and it's going to make you better. It's all about the quality. You've got to be getting the right training for your body to get the results, to be at your best. My point is, I know that, and this sounds weird for a lot of people, but that is one thing that I am so proud of, that I can jump over that fence. I can get up and get over that fence. Like these teenagers can't even do it. They have to get the 49-year-old mom to get the ball and get back over. I mean, that is a fantastic feeling, let me tell you. You've got to train for a woman in her 40s. If If you feel like this really makes sense to you, if this hits home for you, I do have a coaching program. Conditioned by Kelly Teakin, Strong Again, is built from the ground up for women like this, for this exact woman. The application link is also in the description. Go out and make it a great day.